Hello, welcome to another episode of, well, I can't say Steam Mix Fest anymore because Steam Mix Fest is over, but I'm still technically playing demos from the Steam Mix Fest. But we just call this demos after hour, whereby I play demos that I don't get to on my Twitch stream because there are way too many games and demos out there that I want to play. So as I mentioned, this game was a leftover demo from the Steam Mix Fest that I didn't get to. It's called I Nima. It's some kind of psychological semi-puzzle game. I think I didn't look too deeply into it. Besides looking at the fact that I wasn't supposed to look, besides I'm seeing the fact that I wasn't supposed to look too deeply into it and just jump into it. So that's what I decided to do. And the first thing I noticed is that the game's title is a palindrome. So I Nima is read the same front to back. And I'm sure that will come into play at some point in the game, right? This game has pretty simple settings. Window full screen is actually what I want. We play one this one. Fast is fine. What's the volume? Yeah, I was in here earlier to look at the volume because it started a little loud. But there we go. Okay, begin demo. N-I-M-A is something about a child trying to connect with a mother, question mark. That's about all I know about the game. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. The perfect undulating prison for you to spend eternity. An irritating yet familiar voice scratches at your brain, and you find yourself violently awoken by a mysterious figure. It worked? You're breathing? The air is cold and stagnant. The walls that surround you provide the room with a distinct lack of natural light. You are underground. Dozens of boxes overflowing with trinkets bring a strange sense of comfort. That comfort dissipates as you realize you're tied to the chair you're sitting in. A bungee cord holds your head up. Stranger stands across the room, hesitating to approach. Nima, is that you? Look, there are words and concepts appearing in my brain. And when I combine these two together, I get Mom. Words in our brain can be combined to unlock new words. Who is Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. So this part of the game seems very like Mom, stranger, Nima. This part of the game seems very it's one of those what was the name of the game? Little Alchemy? It was one of those alchemy games where you start with like earth, fire, water, and air, and you combine them. So air and air might give you a tornado, or fire and fire might give you inferno, fire and wind might give you smoke, that kind of thing. And you start from there and combine things, you get bigger and bigger concepts. I think this game is similar to that. What happens if you combine Mom and Mom? You can't. Nima and Mom gives love, fear, and family. Fear and family gives you lonely. Lonely and love gives you Mom. Aww. Mom and Mom don't combine. Love and love don't combine. Love and fear gives you grief. Love and grief gives you a memory. Memory of Mom gives you grief. Oh no. Stranger family gives you Mom. Nima and grief gives you Dad. Oh no. Dad and Mom give you family. Yeah, that one I expected. You definitely don't seem to be able to combine similar words, like identical words. Mom and Nima gives you these three. Dad and Nima gives you sad. Oh no. So something bad happened with her dad, but we haven't been able to process exactly what yet. Love and sad gives you grief. Cool. Oops. Oh, I can right click to get rid of words as well. Who's Nima? Am I Nima? Just tell her whatever she wants to hear. So I think you're supposed to drag Nima onto. Yeah. Ah. Love. Mom? Who's that? Ooh, look at that. So not only can you combine words, that. Ba abadaba. Ba abadaba. So the words with the green borders represent things that you can say. Apparently. What is going on? Hello, family member. Hello, family member. It is I, Nima. Wait, yes, it's coming back to me now. To you now. Your name is Nima Lee. A slight tension is released from her shoulders. Well, you were. Am I dead? Was I resurrected? She trails off, staring at you longingly. You wonder if she will continue, but all she manages to master is a plastered smile. Let me get you some food first. Food. As her figure disappears up the stairs, she turns to look at you with a suspicious gaze. She did not untie you before she left. A sopping wet bowl of slop is gently presented to you. The odor, reminiscent of wet dog and dirty socks, is masked by overwhelming amounts of soy sauce. And a green onion, they're stuck into the thing. And is this a fishbone? Yes, it is. Your nose begins to shrivel like a worm left out in the sun. Mom unties your hands but leaves your waist and head fastened to the chair. With some effort, you can now eat your gruel. She places a small dowel spoon in your now free hand. She's even uglier up close. Did I say that or did she say that? Okay, Nima, before you eat, we need to have a little talk. There was an accident. Your memories may have been affected and I want to ensure you're okay before everything goes back to normal. Yeah, she totally tried to raise me from the dead, didn't she? We're going to be living and sleeping in the basement for now. Can you untie me? You're tied up for your own safety. If you fall unconscious, I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. Just follow her rules, then we'll be free. So that is me, or something within me, speaking. You're not a prisoner. This is just a controlled environment for you to heal in, okay? You look at the bowl of food and then back up to her. You try to nod, but your head just bounces in your binds. Alright, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you items. I want you to think of how these items make you feel, if they bring back any memories. For now, let's start with something simple as an example. She takes the bowl of gruel and pushes it toward you. What does this kanji make you think of? You can start to eat while we talk, if you like. You hesitate, looking down at the bowl and back at her. Although she claims there are no wrong answers, you know that is not true. She's looking for a specific response. Try connecting ideas in your mind and see where those trains of thought lead you. Tell me what you're thinking about. Kanji, hungry, disgust. Ew. Despite every fiber of your being screaming at you not to, you bravely force a single spoon of piping hot kanji down your throat. Overwhelmed by the pungent taste of Mom's unconventional methodology of cooking, you spit it back out. Better to starve to death than endure another mouthful of this over-seasoned nightmare. Unsurprisingly, Mom looks away in shame and apologizes for the culinary travesty before you. I guess my cooking hasn't improved then. Nope. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't eat this. Well, you have to eat something. Can we order takeout? She cringes. The notion of spending money on greasy fast food when there is perfectly fine kanji at home seems to cause her physical anguish. You know what? I have some burger coupons upstairs. I've been saving them for a special occasion. To be determined if she'll remember to actually do this. Huh? She's going to feed us, right? You yawn. The bowl of kanji certainly chased with appetite. So I think I missed an opportunity there to combine other things and try to make words. To see what other paths there was. I thought she wanted us to give her several answers. And then she'll reply to them one by one. But apparently that's not the case. Now you prefer to find a nice den to crawl inside and sleep. Mom sets the bowl aside and lets out a long sigh. She stares at you intently, preparing for something. How much of the accident do you remember? You shake your head. Some things just come to you, but as far as you're concerned, everything that happened before you woke up in this basement feels like a dream. You were swimming, you hit your head. You're lucky I was able to rescue you. You clutch your head as a bolt of pain travels from the top of your cranium down your spine. Ow. Pain, pain, pain. Likely story. Memory surges to you. You recall looking up at your mother's stony face. In her hand, she clutches a small, sharp knife designed to cut through flesh and organs. Your mother looks worried as she reaches out to console you. You recoil away from her. Maybe we should talk about this later. Tomorrow, the real test will begin. You pass those, and you'll be free to leave the basement and everything can return to normal. How am I supposed to pass if I can barely remember anything? Well, that's the point. I suppose it's only fair, with this capital I, it's only fair if you have a chance to ask me some questions in return. There's a shuddering pain wrecking your brain. You're almost spent for the day. Choose your next words carefully. What do you want to know? Choose your next word carefully. So many words I can choose from here. Kanji, pain. Kanji, swimming. Kanji, Nima, disgust. Kanji, stranger. Kanji, dad. Kanji, fear. Kanji, lonely. So kanji was not really a word that I could combine with many things. I guess that disgust thing was the kanji disgust equals Nima. Like that disgust thing probably was the way to go. Family, pain, dad. So you're supposed to use that here, right? Where's that? That's the most likely zombie. Disgust and fear is zombie. Am I a zombie? Am I a zombie? No, you're Nima. Are you sure? You're not a drooling undead monster. You're talking coherently, you're self-aware, and you look the same as before the accident. Did that line seem rehearsed to you? That's a relief. I don't want to be like that freezer boy from Rocky Horror. I don't think I could stand that much dancing. Okay, somewhat coherent, but you're mostly fine. Your eyelids are growing heavy, you're running out of energy. Anything else you want to ask me about? That and swimming does not. That and water, aquarium. Aquarium and swimming was fish. Yeah, grief is where's that? Love is you okay? Love and something gave water. Fish and swimming is work. Your job? Work and pain is boredom. Boredom and lonely is basement. Basement and pain is experiment. Experiment and mom is surgery and indulgence. Surgery combined with something to fear. Hungry. Indulgence and pain is self-love and shame. Wow. Shame and fear is disgust. Shame and grief is regret. Can regret be used? You hurt me. I remember you hurt me. Mom flinches. You can tell you have struck a nerve. She begins to tremble. Wow. Nima, honey, I know I'm not always present, but I would never. You have a second memory come to you. You are trapped in an abyss, eyes shut and disconnected from your brain. You can feel your mother holding your hand. No, play dumb. Sorry, Mom. I'm confused. Mom relaxes a little, although she doesn't let go of the bark stuck in her. Lately, I've been prioritizing my work over you, and that's not fair. It'll be different now, I promise. That doesn't mean I've ever actively wanted to hurt you. But I can't deny that you've been hurt because I've not been there for you when you needed me. The conversation trails off. You're both unwilling to look at each other. You yawn and your mother takes notice. Nima, sweetie, don't you think it's time to go to bed? Did you just give me a bunch of pains again? You did. I just have one more question. Okay, what do you want to ask? I don't want to ask about that. I'll leave that for the full game, you know? I'm trying to find something else to ask about. Maybe love? Maybe I can combine love with something else. Love and self-love is repression. Passion and pain is regret. Regret and death is time. Wow. Time and pain is fixed. Fixed surgery is Nima and life. Life? If I put life here, her text is hungry. I do like that I can see what she's gonna say. Life and water is fish. Fair enough, fair enough. Nima and fish is pet. Pet aquarium is fish. So one of my criticisms for the game would be that this area is too small, but maybe that's on purpose because she is a child, right? So in that sense. But it's also kind of random. I wish there was a grid that you could... Well, no, that grid will make it too easy. But it's hard to determine what you're supposed to... What you're supposed to combine with what. How do you fix the pain? Cure. So cure for life. No. Cure zombie. Cure self-love is cleanse. There are a lot of these verbs that don't seem to do anything, at least within the context of this conversation. Guts. Cleanse and something was guts. Okay, so definitely one thing they need to do is tell me what history prophetic. Ooh. Yeah, I like the system. Resume. I need to know what I did to get this, right? In most games you can hover over, in most games like this, there's a way to hover over the word and it tells you how you got the word. What you combine to get the word. So that is kind of missing from this game so far. You okay? You okay sounds like a good thing to ask. James Pond? Something's missing. Is that my pet's name? Love, pain, grief, love, regret, love kanji, love life, family, love zombie, love time, memory, love memory, happy, that, happy I'm okay. That's so similar to you okay. Dream, nightmare. Some of these words definitely. No, that's not what I meant to do. Dream and that, happy. Happy nightmare, dream. Happy dream, that, family. Happy boredom, life, nope. Happy family, dream again. Happy cleanse, happy grief. Happy repression, happy fondue. Happy kanji is a dream. Kanji dream, disgust, ouch. Disgust, repression, regret, James Pond. What happened to my poor fish? Disgust and James Pond becomes mom. What did she do? Love and James Pond equals me. This should be new, sorted by new for now. There we go. No, these are... Let's go alphabetical. James Pond in pain. Mom, so she did something to... Oh. See, again, I don't remember exactly what I dragged onto this. Because I wasn't aiming to drag it onto that. Into whatever I dragged it on. Swimming, love, happy. Happy. And James Pond, Pat, right? Nima. Yeah, anyway, let's go with not life, but I think it was love. You okay? Are you okay, Mom? She looks surprised and then looks down at the cardigan. Do I not look okay? You look like you stopped taking care of yourself a long time ago. I tried to smile warmly at her. I was worried about you. But it's all okay now. Just need to run these tests. How about afterwards we spend the last week of summer break heading down to Radium? Nice hot spring trip will do us some good. Sure. Can I help you somehow? Just focus on getting better. The pain surging through your brain terminates with a sudden pull of the plug. Your eyes cut to blindness. Then you feel your body fall forward to be caught by the ropes fastening you to the chair. You flicker in and out of consciousness as rogue bolts of electricity wiggle your neurons. Mom hums a familiar song. A pair of tender arms bear the full weight of your malnourished and sickly form. You are lowered onto a lumpy mattress, tucked in routinely and without indulgence. Whoever carried you here was hesitant to do so. Her acts of mothership seem little more than a performance. Despite that, you feel a gentle hand lovingly caress the side of your face, and once again, the world goes dark. Fossil. There is something inside of me. My head hurts. This is my room. I barely remember it. Ooh. Oh well, what's he so happy about? Happy. I wonder what's out there, trapped outside. Outside life, plant. Trap plant, plant grief, plant happy, plant work, plant neglect. Plant. Just plant for now. A lava lamp. Light. Light plant. Light trap lamp. Why do I have so many neglects? Come on. Some of these probably are like N words that don't really combine with anything. Fix neglect, love. There we go. Fix lamp, no. Fix happy, no. Fix grief. Memory, happy. Fix turn my negative thoughts into happy thoughts. Memory, dad. I was his child and I was her child in this kingdom by the sea. A child's drawing vaguely resembles a koi fish. Pet fish, my poor fish, James Pond. Another fish, James Pond. I have too many of these now. I'm very happy apparently. Okay, how do I get out of this? There we go. Done, dears, I've done. This water has been sitting out here for a while. I wonder what's living inside it now. The bathroom is locked. But what if I need to? Was it always this lumpy? Seems lonely. Flash. Friend. Tomato boy. Combined with something to make tomato pop. See, and again, I have no idea what I combined that with. Tomato boy. What did I combine that with? I wasn't looking there. I'm just trying to drag it into an empty space. Okay, so Tomato Boy and Plant is P-Boy. Tomato Boy and Love is Coca Boy. Tomato Boy and Pet is Tomato Pop. But what? See, these all look like dead ends, right? All these kind of look like nonsense. Tomato Boy and Bed is Cotton Boy. But all these derivatives don't connect with anything. Tomato Boy and Swimming is Kelp Boy. Okay. It's like all these, it's like I'm trying to recall. This actually suggests to me that I'm trying to recall the name of my pet. The pet that I got at the aquarium, apparently. So Plush and Friend gives Tomato Boy. Tomato Boy and Clans gives Granny Prune. These are all dead ends, aren't they? Where would they even be stored under? Relationships, James Pond, yeah. Body and health, nature, object. So they're all fake. They're not in here. If I'm not wrong, anyway. Yeah, so all these names are wrong. That's why they don't show up in, all these names are wrong, which is why they don't show up in the subcategories yet. She spent a long time working on this one. No one even read it. Mom's work. Annabelle Lee. This book is about evolution. Age. I wonder what we'll evolve into. Plush Age, forgotten. Tomato Boy, forgotten. Papa. Tomato Boy, Lamb. Nothing. Happy? Banana Boy. Somehow I doubt any of those are correct. Okay. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty strong swimmer. Swim team. Trophy Plush? Swim team Plush? No? Water Chestnut Boy? Trophy doesn't combine with Trophy. Hair Boy. No idea what I combined that with. Plant, I think. Anyway. Miss Tomato. You are combining with Mom. So yeah, this is definitely, I can understand what's happening here. And that's actually pretty cool, even though in this kind of game, it messes up. Like, you need a way to hide these now, right? It's cool that they list all these here, but they're not real. So I need to get rid of them. I would want to get rid of them from my all list by hiding them somehow. Wait, there's a trash button here. Oh, that just clears this. Never mind. What's he so happy about? Tales from the Uncool Kid, Benson Breyer. This book used to be so relatable. Now I just think he's a loser. 101 dinosaur jokes that'll have your friends roaring, JP. How do dinosaurs pay their bills? If Tyrannosaurus checks. Okay, end of demo. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're done with this game. Understanding Paleobiology, Helen Tamerlane. Zhongwen, 7. She's learning Chinese. Even after all those years of studying, my Mandarin still sucks. These fish are trapped in a fake world. That's the second or third time I've got the keyword trap. Okay, click out. A penguin. I wonder if they're ever jealous of the birds in the sky. Envy. I was not talented at all. This thing running around. The Nima signs. Body. Corpse. Doesn't seem that bad. I think he's faking it. Oh no. Dare I combine that and corpse? Lonely. My purpose in life. My poppies in life. I wonder what my purpose is. This is my special jar of wishes. Right now I wish that I could get out of here. I used to chew on these pencils. Hungry. This human looks strange, disgust. Is it July already? It feels like it's been a million years. Dumb bass. Bully fish. Hey, that bass is trying its best. Help mom file taxes. Guilt. Mom was always so stressed about those. Milk, rice, coffee, tomatoes. Hungry. I wonder if mom had time to pick up groceries while I was gone. Doesn't seem like it. Tomato Boys are coolest. I've read all of the comics. Save the whales. And there's some Japanese here. Though it is beautiful when a whale dies, they host an entire ecosystem. Erosion? I wish I could shrink down just to see how my dolls live. Pretend. My old locker, I can't remember the password. I love fish though. Apparently that's not the answer. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Wait, no, your name is Nima, not Nina. I guess Nima would be too obvious. What about the reverse? So the top letter cannot be A. I was going to try AMIN, but it's not that. Now, what would the password be? Nope, that's not it. This thing's a little finicky to click on. The arrows are a little misleading, and they're actually reversed. Right, like if I click on this, I would expect the dial to turn left, not to turn right, but it's turning right instead. And even the arrows, when I click on this with this right arrow here, I would think that I'm turning the valve, turning the letter thing right. So S should be the next word, but instead it's A. So what's actually happening is it's in reverse of where the cursor would be. It's in reverse of where the finger, if the cursor was a finger, these things would be reversed. So I don't really like what it's doing here. Plus there's a gap between the letter and the arrow. So if you click like in between, you'll either, on this side, you'll try to use the combination. On this side, you'll exit the screen entirely. So that part's weird. Yeah, but we don't know. There isn't even an eye on this one. Nope, that's not it. Anyway. There's probably a lot of combinations I can do with this. Should I knock for Mom? I was not talented at all. But I don't have a goal to go for. I can combine things to get fruit snack bar. Yeah, these time and something was torture. Fossil Mom, happy but see these combinations. This is too cluttered now, right? And I mean, in a sense, that's real because she's just a child. But from a gameplay perspective, it's pretty hard to. I have so many new words now. I don't really know what to combine with what. Another nice thing to have would be a pin, where you can pin several words here so that they don't disappear. So even if you combine age and book, the book will remain here. But there's no knowledge and envy hubris. School. But I doubt hubris. Hubris and guilt is manipulation. What does erosion and torture? It's like school torture is border. Torture, body, cut. Erosion shouldn't be here. I know how I can get rid of erosion. I can combine erosion with tomato boy, acidic boy, goodbye. Tomato boy and bully, giant Belgium boy. Okay. Okay, now this is too cluttered to play with. Even when I do this, there needs to be a way to. Tomato boy and pretend. Cranberry boy. Pretend. School, book. School and book combined? No. Swim team and school. Trophy. Age. Age and book is knowledge. Age and pretend is mimic. Age and life is rot. Ouch. Cut and rot is in fact ouch. Infect your pet is parasite. Ouch. Life and parasite is rebirth and experiment again. Rebirth and mimic parasite. Now. Well, I've gathered everything, so let's see what Mom wants to do. Knock. Are you awake? Yes. You hear her undo a series of deadbolts from outside, opening the door only a crack for it to be caught by the chain lock and held nearly closed. She studies you. She closes the door. You hear her undo the last chain from outside and open the door again. You didn't clean yourself up. The bathroom door was locked. Her cold demeanor thaws for a moment. Shit. She pounds her head with the palm of her hand. She gestures for you to go sit at the table, while she retreats into your room and unlocks the bathroom. Quick, lock her in. You hesitate, weighing the risk of trapping your mother in your prison. She returns, quickly and efficiently. Your bathroom is unlocked. More clues tomorrow. She doesn't take note of you, passing by to ascend the stairs in a staccato of thumps, and exits the basement. You fidget in your chair, wondering if you did something to upset her. She's not buying it. She returns trundling clumsily down the stairs. She holds the railing to keep herself steady. In her other hand, she carries a large tote bag bulging with concealed items. Alright. She calms down a bit and smiles placidly at you. Good morning, Nima. Good morning. Don't forget to call her Mom. Did you sleep well, Mom? No. Disgusting. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She looks disheveled. It's unclear if she slept at all. Are you feeling any pain? Yesterday our conversation ended rather abruptly. Your vitals are stable and you seem to have made a full recovery. Yes, I'm feeling well. Good. She flips up a notebook and makes note of that response. How was her sleep? Any interruptions or strange dreams? Lie to her. Nope. She flips the notebook closed and a fake smile turns into a real one. You're going to do better today, right? Today is going to be a little different from yesterday. With me, I have some items. All you need to do is tell me how they make you feel. Can you do that for me? Yes. She places a plushie of a shark upon a table in front of you. For some reason, it invokes unfamiliar feelings within. Nostalgia, sorrow, and most intriguingly, love. Now, is there anything this reminds you of? Probably that. Let's see what the shark goes with. Marine biologist. Shark! Okay, let's see what else the shark reminds me of. Shark in pretend. Plush. Soft and dangerous. See, I kinda like that. Shark and pretend. Plush. We'll put that aside. Give me a few sharks. Shark and trophy, no. Shark and plush itself will be happy. Aww. Don't want to do that. Shark and school family. Is that an option? Is school an option? School was an option. Why was school an option? Swim team. School. Isolation. Joke. Fossil. So many words. Oh. Old friend. Old friend? Old friend's a good answer. Soft and dangerous is also fun. It would also be nice as a QOL thing for this game if it doesn't keep doing that when I'm not dropping it on the thing. If a word is going to combine, it should highlight when I drag it over the word. That way I know, well, not only that it's a valid match, but I know that I'm not accidentally dropping onto something else. I've done that several times now, and it's kind of annoying. Shark. Friend. Shark friend. Flash. Escape. Wow. Isolation and something else was escape. Okay. Bed. Flash again. Yeah. James Pond. Give me a few more sharks. I'm about to run out. Envy. Why envy? Envy O and H. Dad. Where's Mom? Mom's down here. Nima, Mom. Aw. Thanks, Mom. The trip. Look, that one is green. That's a toy Dad got for me at the aquarium. Can we go? Can we get tickets? Yes, let us have the ball. It's not really a good time for that right now. Aw man, promise me we'll go sometime, okay? Just like how we used to go when Dad was still around. Memories of your father's embrace fill your mind. He's no longer with you, but a plushie still connects the two of you together. Just like my Taiki. Maybe after we're all done here. Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Mom lets out a melancholic chuckle. It's funny, you used to bring this thing everywhere with you. I remember you never let me take it from you, even to wash it. Your father used to say you were starting to look more like a catfish than a shark. He even considered buying a second one to switch out, so he could clean it when you weren't looking. Hey! He never did, don't worry. After he passed, we were even more inseparable. Oh, so my dad, this separable is a typo, by the way. Wait, is it sepa? Isn't it SEPA? Pretty sure. So dad didn't die rescuing me, which was my first initial hypothesis. You wanted to hold on to anything that reminded you of him. You and Mom share a moment of nostalgic silence, reminiscing on the warmth of a face that fades more and more into memory every single day. Mom, capital M, it's said they've used this a few times where they, instead of lowercase o and m, the entire word is capitalized. I'm like, It's also a palindrome. Mom lovingly plants her hand on your cheek. I'm just glad I didn't lose both of you. Oh, maybe she did. Maybe he did. No, but then I wouldn't have memories of that, of him passing, and me hanging on to the shark after that. Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. She pulls out a chunk of rock with a strange formation and tomb on its surface. There's a prismatic glow to the rock, an opalized skeleton frozen in time and then cracked open like an egg. A fossil. Mother hesitates, unsure if she should show you this thing. Still, she places it on a table and pushes it toward you. What does this remind you of? Fossil, right? A fossil from what? This is one of the fossils that you study for. You're reminded of all the time. So that one wasn't green. I picked it on purpose to see if the conversation loops until you find the correct answer. You're reminded of all the time your mom spends in the office toiling away at descriptions and classifications of fossils like these. A job that takes up so much of her time yet pays so little. You're working with these fossils pretty much all the time. You wrote books about them. Do you remember this one's name? When you look at this fossil, the only thought that comes to your head is that it looks like the silhouette of a shadowed man. There's something about it that calls to you, as if the shape of the stone is in the perfect shape to fit you. You have a desire to crawl inside the stone and become entombed within it. No. Marilla Splendens. But that's alright. It's not important right now. So was I supposed to combine words to get this? I wonder. They didn't give me a chance to do that, if so. You sigh. She constantly tested you on this useless shit. That small spark of anger unlocks a treasure trove of hidden resentment you held for your mother and her work. How much she offloaded onto you in order to prioritize her research. Kind of a waste of time. What was that? You spent the whole summer down here obsessing over things that have been dead for millions of years. Touch a nerve with that. She reacts by balling her fist. The steel veil crosses over her eyes. You spoiled brat. You can play and do nothing all summer. Maybe to you this looks like I'm wasting my time, but all this work I've done so we can fix our family. You shouldn't have said that. Why not? It's the truth. Play? You didn't let me go outside. I felt like I was in prison. You had to learn your lesson. What lesson? Really shouldn't have said that. I don't think we should continue talking about this. I want to focus on happy memories today. You are my good and happy daughter, Nima. Am I now? She speaks as if she's reminding herself who you are, but the tone is clearly suggesting that you've begun to wander off the script she set out for you. What lesson, Mom? Don't get all righteous with me, as if it's my fault that we ended up like this. You're the one who betrayed my trust. You're the one who put this entire experiment in jeopardy. I was ready to forgive you for us to go back to the way things were, but it seems you're too spiteful to move on. You're not Nima. Nima would never act like this. Nima would never question me like this. That's it. It's time for bed. Your mother grits her teeth to hold herself back from speaking further. See, but all that was scripted, right? There were no choices or anything. So either this is a very scripted option, or you had to specifically combine together words somehow to not get this bad route. Gruffly, she picks you up by your arm and hauls you back to your room. She deposits you across the threshold of the door, and then quickly closes the door behind you. You hear a voice muttering something about controlled stimulus as she stomps away from the door and begins ascending the stairs out of the basement. You messed up, pushed the buttons too much. She doesn't love you anymore. You banish the errant thought from your mind. After the interrogation today, you want for nothing else but the comfort of the bed. You find yourself awake in bed. There are heavy weights on your arms. You try to wiggle, and your arms push against a series of tight ropes that bind you still. I told you she doesn't like failure. Your mother enters the room wiping a small steel pick with an antiseptic tissue. You're awake? I didn't use enough anesthesia. You try to scream, but you discover your mouth is gagged. That's fine, you won't need it. She leans over you, placing her knee on your stomach to pin you, and gripping your face with a clawed hand. The pick inches closer to your eye. Don't blame yourself. It's my fault, really. Uh-oh. Something must have went wrong with the procedure for you to come out like this. She begins to caress your cheek. Her hands are trembling ever so slightly. But that's okay. Uh-oh. Oh! There's always next time. You feel the blade scrape past your socket and push out the nerves of your brain. Into the nerves of your brain. Your life terminates with a pop as she severs your brain and heart. Suddenly it's dark. Dark, cold, endless, and utterly serene. You spend an eternity in this darkness. Until a familiar voice. Nima, is that you? Interesting. So I don't know if that's a failure state or that was scripted, right? It might very well have been scripted. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. So I'm going to skip past all the things that we did again. If I can skip past any of this nonsense. Well, not nonsense, but I've already done it once. I don't think there's a skip option. There is. Pressing escape. So this time, let's turn the visuals instant. Resume. I just want to see if there's any difference if we don't spend so much time combining weird things and saying weird things. And well, I'm gonna do weird things still, but I want to see what difference there are in the answers. What is going on? You rage against the binds holding you to the chair. You do not manage to shake free. She furrows her brow, cautiously maneuvering towards what appears to be the entrance of this subterranean chamber. You notice she takes extra care, keeping you in her line of sight. She seems to be writing something down. Exhibiting severe memory loss. Let me out, I'll kill you. Uh-oh. Your name is Nima. I'm your mother. I'll let you get reaccustomed down here while I bring you some food. Okay. Okay. She's looking for a specific response. The one I used last time was you. You. Nima? Is this Nima? No, this is Kanji. You are not Kanji. You poke the fishbone and the substance squelches. Are you sure? Yes. Just to be clear, you are human. Surely you haven't forgotten that. You nod, sensing it is a correct response. This is making you think of yourself. Think of yourself, though. What about yourself? They are hungry? Hungry? Hungry. Gruel, a fantastic source of nutrients, high in protein, fats, and minerals. The perfect feast for any growing boy or girl. Before you know it, you find yourself shoveling mouthful after mouthful of lumpy kanji down your gullet. Delicious. You barely notice the crunchy calcium-packed fish bones cutting into your gums. You can feel your stomach distending in your body, an uncomfortable weight that only succeeds in making you hungrier. Easy there, champ, she's so shocked. Mom grimaces. Disgusted by your enthusiasm, she yanks the bowl away from you, almost as fast as you set it down. You really were hungry. You usually hate my cooking. Can I have more? I think you've had enough for now, dear. You yawn. Okay, so this part is the same. What do you want to know? Tell me about the congee. You cooked that? Yes. Admittedly, it was an afterthought, so I kind of threw it together. There's a nice thing about congee. You can just kind of take everything in the fridge and throw it in a pot together. It just kind of works. So she's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. He smiled at her. Well, I suppose that's the reason you handle most of the cooking. Anything else you want to ask me about? Swimming? I got hurt while swimming? You feel like you don't trust the explanation. You went swimming by yourself and hit your head on a rock. I told you not to go because the current was strong, but you didn't listen as usual. You were lucky I found you when I did. Really? Yeah. Her voice is tinged with regret. She's lying to you. You yawn and the mother takes notice. Did I die in the accident? No. You were in a coma. Let's not worry about that right now, okay? Okay. Life. Fossil. Interesting. So there are lots of different conversations you can get. Flash, friend, tomato boy. Flash, bed, safety. Just gonna collect all these words. Click out. I wonder if this is meant to be played like a roguelike. Like you have to play through several runs to learn the clues, to learn some contextual clues and figure out like what the safe combination is. Because you only get a certain number of tries every round, right? And you have to collect all these keywords. Many of which are probably red herrings. You've seen all this already, so I'm just clicking through them to collect them. Not that one. Penguin. So many little things to click on. Did I click on this? I did. Ching! Oops. The Nima Condia. Signs. Tomato boy. Save the whales. This thing. World's best daughter. I missed that the last time. Pride. Wonder what the sample size is that. Don't know what this is. So there are a lot of combinations I can do here, obviously. The problem is, I don't know that any of them are worth it. I don't know what I need to pass this specifically. I picked up all the clues. Oh, I missed that one though. If that was even something I could have clicked on. Let's see what happens. So what happens if I fail this one? Embarrassing. If we took this guy to school, everybody would make fun of us. Can't let your mother think you're lame. I don't know this guy. Yes, you do. Shit, she knows. Play with shark. You pick up the shark and wiggle it in a way that makes its tail swish back and forth like it's swimming. I'm the king of the sea. That means I'm the big fish that makes all the rules. You drop your voice to impart the shark with the aura of command. Your mother reaches out and takes the shark from you and places it back on the table. Maybe later, Nima. God forbid you have any fun in this basement. So this one seems like a... Is it asleep? It seems like it loops. Why isn't he moving? Is he sleeping? This is a toy. Oh. Amazing. You admire the hulking beast before you. Such strong jaws, 300 razor-sharp teeth, capable of exerting 1800 kilograms of force, perfect for tearing anything to shreds. I wish I could be like him. Mom quickly jotted something down in a notebook. Go on. You're not sure why you just said that? If I was like him, I'd be in control. And why would you want that? You wouldn't be able to tie me up or keep me trapped down here. You're not trapped down here. Then let me out. No. Ouch. Shark. There's a great white shark, the apex predator of the deep. Did you know that it can have up to 300 teeth and reach 6 meters in length? I'm serious. Mom lets out a tired sigh. Yes, Nima, I know. Did you also know that as a species, some sharks have been dated to have existed 450 million years ago? Imagine being 450 million years old. Nerd. Honey, maybe it's better to focus on how it makes you feel. Oh, okay. Chomp. Bleh. You spit out the fuzzy innards of the false beast. Ew, disgusting. Hey, Nima, that's not for eating, don't you remember? Why you look so tasty? Your mother looks at you with deep concern. What's her problem? Okay, Nima, let's move on to something else. Oh, she gave me 3 chances. That's it. What does this remind you of? Ah, your work. I have a memory of being at the top of the stairs to the basement, peeking down at your mother while she toiled her way down here in her lap. She was looking at this rock, spending all her time with it, as if it had enchanted her. She wouldn't let you see what she was working on. Every time you interrupted, she'll tell you firmly to leave. This is the topic of her next research study, a study she has been working on night and day for most of the summer. You spent the whole summer with that fossil. Time got away from me. The memories are all tinged with loneliness and guilt. Your mother had called you her lab assistant, but all you did was to help her was cook and clean. Back then you told yourself if you did all that work for love, but now you can't help but feel indignant. Oh, so this again loops around to that. Interesting. So I wonder if there is a correct answer for that. So that second one was a green answer that time, which I assume was one of the. Is that does a green answer means it's the correct answer, or does it mean that it progresses the quest? I'm not really sure. There might be a right answer to this, and after more combinations I might figure it out, or that might be the extent of the demo, right? It's kind of difficult to ascertain exactly how far the demo goes, but I like it. I think it could definitely use some QOL. Like I said, the biggest two things would be, biggest 3 things would be a way to figure out the nonsense answers, to filter out the nonsense answers from the left screen, a way to see what combinations gave me a word that I've discovered, and a way to see while I'm clicking and holding something and I'm dragging it over something else, it should make a border if it can be combined together, and maybe a way to make something persistent so the word doesn't disappear when I use it, because definitely in the first playthrough I had problems with that. Other than that, it looks like a very interesting it's interesting, but also at the same time there's a lot of trial and error, because even by the first interrogation, the second day, it's possible to have hundreds of words in the list, right? So at that point, what are you combining with the new words that she gives you? There's a lot of trial and error, and that was kind of the problem with the Little Alchemy games as well. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad game or bad idea. It'll be interesting to see exactly how the story goes, and how long it is, and how many different playthroughs and endings they might have in the game. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out on this one. I've never thought of using the Little Alchemy formula to actually make a full RPG-ish game out of it. But this looks like that's what it's trying to do, and it is very intriguing. Yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on this one. I wish them all the best. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of chaos reigns supreme in the full version of the game once it's done. I'm not sure exactly when this game is releasing, so I'm gonna check that real quick. So it looks like this is just listed as coming soon for now. So yeah, they probably still have a lot of time to add in any QOL changes, any UI changes, a whole bunch of storylines and different words they can combine. Version 1.0.04, it says down here. Very intriguing. And there's a whole storyline behind, oh, what happened to your dad, and why your mother is like this, and what she's trying to do, and what happened to you. And I like the way the story hints at the background, the hidden background story. I like the way the game hints at the background story based on what you combine, like dad and a bunch of words equals like sad things. So obviously something sad happened to him. And I suppose at some point when you combine the correct things, you'll find out some secret about the game. And well, you find out some secret about the background story, and you can kind of start piecing it together based on that, and find out like is that person talking to you part of your inner self, or is there an actual creature or something embedded inside you and talking to you? It's all very interesting. But the demo doesn't seem to deal with that. It just gives you a little bit and to whet your appetite and ask you to wait for the full game. So that's what we will do. This was the demo of I Nima, a demo that was in the Steam Next Fest February 2025 edition, but it's not March, so you know. I look forward to see how this game is gonna develop. Thank you very much for watching this review of the demo, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.